Hello, the Internet. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Adventures of Dr. Dropkick. I'm your titular host, Dr. Dropkick, and we're back in Fabled lands with the adventures of Torgrim the Warrior. Last episode, Torgrim had quite the up-down adventure. He really experienced the highs and the lows here in Harkuna. We defeated the Black Knight, which was pretty amazing, and we increased our skill. We basically became a level 2 or rank 2 warrior from that. We met Ner'zhul, the son of the disposed king. King Horn VII being killed in the coup. We found the hideout of the rebels, his son leading the rebel army to try to fight back and reclaim his throne. And he asked us to assassinate General Marlock's brother so we can sort of kick off this civil war. And assassination's not really Torgrim's style, so I think we're not going to do that one. Unless it's, kick open the doors and kill everybody. Because if you kill them all, one of them has to be the target, right? We also, unfortunately, perished. We headed into Nerech after learning that one of the garrison commander's daughters had been kidnapped by the wild beastmen of that land, that blasted land. And Torgrim put on the helmet of one of the warriors and went insane. Now, the good news is we did have a resurrection arrangement in place that was given to us at the very beginning of the game, so it wasn't the final end for Torgrim, but it wasn't good. The gods do like to take their price, and they took everything from us. Well, almost everything. We kept our armor, our bow, and our axe, but they took all of our money, all of our potions, and everything else as part of the cost of the resurrection. Torgrim's feeling pretty beat up right now. I think what we're going to do today... Nerech, I don't know about that one. I think Torgrim's had a terrible experience there. She's on her own. He'll come back. He'll figure that out. I think what we're going to do, we'll head north still, because we haven't really checked out much of this, right? Northwestern Saqqara. This is a quest here to learn the greatest song. We could try that. Maybe warrior isn't quite the career for Torgrim that he thought he was. This is the quest to assassinate the General Provost. This is the quest to defeat the Scorpion Men, but we really need fire to make that happen. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're back here at the Isle of Druids, where we started the game, because this is where our resurrection took us. So we're going to head back to the Obsidian Stones. We're going to head back to Yellowport, or maybe even Marlock City. Let's go to Marlock City and start making our way north. A narrow path leads up the hill, the top of which is crowned with a circle of large obsidian standing stones, hewn from solid rock. Despite the bitter wind that blows across these hills, the stones are unweathered and seem but newly lain. They form 3 archways, each carved with mystic symbols and runes of power. There are 3 stone gates engraved with ancient runes. Each gate is marked with a name: Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. From here, you can see the coast and the whole island, which is heavily forested. We're going to step through one of the archways. We're going to step through the Marlock City Arch. You step through the archway, immediately the symbols on the stone begin to glow with a red-hot energy. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you, and the sky darkens and thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly, your vision fades, and everything goes black. When your sight returns, you find yourself outside the gates of a huge fortified city. A guard starts in surprise at the sight of you. Then he shakes his head as if to clear it. He must have imagined what he just saw. The gates are open, and a troop of heavy cavalry canter past. "Make your way for the Marlock City Militia," says the guard. When they've passed, you walk into the city. Marlock City is a huge, sprawling metropolis, enclosed in a fortified wall said to have been built 1,000 years ago by the ancient Shadar Empire. It is the capital of Saqqara. Marlock City was once known as Sokar, until General Grieve Marlock led the army in bloody revolt against the old king, Corin VII, and had him executed. The general renamed the city after himself, and it is now a crime to call it Sokar. The general lives in the old king's palace and calls himself the Projector General of all of Sakara. Whereas the old king was corrupt, the general rules with a fist of iron. Some people like the new regime. Others are royalists, still loyal to Nergan, the heir to the throne, who has gone into hiding somewhere. We know where. For a lot of money we could tell you. Outside the city gates hang the bodies of many dead people. Labels around their necks read, "Rebels executed by the state for the good of the people." "You'd best behave yourself if you don't want to end up like one of them," grates a guardsman, nodding towards the swinging corpses, as you pass through the great eagle-headed gates of Marlock City. Okay, so a few things we're going to do here. Actually, one thing that we're going to do, because we have no money, but we do have investments. You might remember way back in the first episode, we put a bit of money away in investments, and then we immediately lost half of it. So let's take a look at that. The Merchants Guild of Marlock City is a large, many-storied building of marble. Inside, many clerks and scribes are at work. Here you can bank your money for safekeeping, or invest it in guild enterprises in the hopes of making a profit. So, let's deposit, withdraw, account balance 0 shards. Oh. Check on investments? Okay, total guild investments 25 shards. To find out how well your investments have done, roll 2d6. Alright, well, here we go. 10! Investment remains unchanged. Oh. Great. You can now withdraw. Okay, I don't think we can, because I think you have to withdraw a minimum of 100 shards, yeah. So, alright, well, cool. Good. Excellent. We're leaving this stupid city. We're gonna follow the river north, because we haven't really done the western side of Sakara. Maybe our luck will change as we head up the west here. You are traveling across flatlands. The River Grim splits into a delta here, spilling its waters into the sea. Long, sandy beaches stretch out to the sea. Test your luck. Roll a d6. 1. Bitten by a crab. You are bitten by a crab. We lose a hit point. Great! Thanks, crab. Keep heading north. You are on the east bank of the River Grim, a great powerful river which rushes past towards the sea. You can travel to Golnir here. Let's test our luck. Roll a d6. 6! Hey, we catch a smolder fish. Oh, we could sell that somewhere. Yellowport, we could definitely sell it. Maybe somewhere north we'll buy it? Interesting. Alright, we wanted to... Well, we've stopped off here at the Devil's Peak, because we don't want to go west. Right, we're not heading into Golnir yet. So we're just going to pass right through Devil's Peak, and we're going to head to the Forest of Laroon as we make our way north. The Forest of Laroon is a mighty swath of densely packed trees, a slice of primordial nature in the middle of a busy, industrious Sokara. You thread your way through the ranks of trees. In places, the forest canopy almost blocks out the sunlight completely, and you are wandering in deep shadow, haunted by the cries of the creatures of the forest. We do not have an oak staff, so we can't do the quest. We could venture deeper into the forest. Sure. You hack your way through the undergrowth until you stumble across an old ruin. Creepers and forest moss have grown over most of it, but you can see mask-like faces set into the walls, glaring down at you, as if in angry outrage at your intrusion. You come to a massive stone slab, clearly a door. Set into the middle of it is a round granite face, the visage of a sleeping demon. Suddenly an eye pops open and regards you curiously. "By the tentacles of Tantalon!" exclaims the face in a gravelly voice. "A human! I haven't seen one of you lot for 100 years." An expression of suspicion forms on its rocky features. "What do you want anyway?" "Just passing through," you comment airily. "Well, you can't pass through me unless you know the password. And that was given to me by Astralis the Wizard King. Oh, let me see. 1,000 years ago by Ebron. This is his tomb, you know. And how do I find the password then?
Well, says the demon door, Australius was a wizard. Why don't you ask some wizards?
And where would I find some wizards, you ask?
How would I know? Replies the door testily. I've been stuck here for 1,000 years.
All right, well, we're going to go. We're going to find some wizards and come back.
Yeah.
Let's head to the main road. And we'll head north from there. The road is nearly blocked up by wagons and supply convoys. A troop of soldiers forces its way through the throng. The men bang heads indiscriminately to clear people out of the way. Test your luck. 4. Nothing happens. All right, we'll keep going. We'll go up into Karambaru. Karambaru is a medium-sized town that acts as a way station between the citadel to the north and the rich towns of the south. It is a garrison town. Many supplies, arms, and soldiers move through Karambaru on the north-south trail. Shops, temples, traders, and the like have sprung up here to serve the needs of the military. There is also a sizable mining community, for the mines of Saqqara lie in the Bronze Hills just outside of town. In the slave market, where poor unfortunates sold into slavery are bought for work in the mines. The Karambaru market consists of several covered arcades. Much of its stock is for miners and soldiers, and it is run with business-like efficiency by the Saqqari military. Oh, gosh, excuse me, a yawn. I apologize, everyone. There's nothing for us here. We're broke as shit. To the northern road. You are on the road between the citadel of Velis Corin and Fort Mareth. This is quite rarely traveled. The military guard posts are few and far between. Test your luck. Roll a d6. A 5. A sweet spring heals you of up to well, that heals me for the of 3 hit points. Take that, crab! I've undone the work that you did. You clacky bastard. Alright, let's head to the main road. You are crossing the wild country of northeast Saqqara, heading for the main road. Test your luck on a d6. 6. Attacked by wolves. Great! Cool. Well, actually, maybe if we kill the wolves, we can skin them and sell their pelts for money, Alright, so first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to try to shoot this wolf in the face. Bam! Hit for 3 damage. I'll take it, and then we'll take a step up here. And end the turn. So we have time for one more shot. Let's pull back and fly at the same wolf that we did before. Alright, that was a different wolf, but we hit him for 2. And now I'm going to swap out my weapons for my axe. Here they come. We are going to slam this wolf with our shoulder, knocking it backwards and stunning it. And as it struggles to get back to its feet, we're going to bring our axe down in a crushing arc. No, we're not. We don't have the action points. We're going to stand there and stare at it. Now we're going to crush it. Bam. 1 dead wolf. Bring it on, other wolf. We're going to swing around. Bam. 2 dead wolves. There we go. Good. A fight. That's what we needed. Just a good fight. Restore Torgrim's vitality a little bit. Not being eaten by wolves is no small reward on its own, but you decide to get some wolf pelts as compensation for the stress. Oh shit, okay, yeah. Boop. Boop. The road between the citadel and Karambaru is chock-a-block with troops and carts. It looks like there's a war in the north. Hey, where there's a war, there's an opportunity for money. Let's see if we can maybe sell our services as a sellsword. Axe. You arrive at the Pass of Eagles. A thin chasm sliced right through the spine of Harkoon, as if Tiernai himself had split the mountains with his sword. A vast citadel has been built right across the southern end of the pass, bottling it up so that none can travel into Saqqara without passing through the castle. Its white walls and flagged-top towers shine brightly in the sunlight. The main gate is guarded by the Knights of the Northern Shield, the permanent garrison of the citadel. Well, let's try to enter. How do you intend to enter? Options: enter with an officer's pass, which we don't have, or we can try to talk to the guards. The guards turned you away. A continuous stream of carts, pack animals, and the like, however, goes in and out of the citadel carrying supplies. You could approach a trader and try to bribe him into letting you hide amid his wares. Well, we don't have money for that, so clearly they don't want us. So that quest of ours is here in the Eastern Foothills, the one to learn the song. Maybe it is time for a change in pace for Torgrim, but we're actually going to dip down to the main road and back up to the Eastern Foothills, see if we can maybe find some more wolves to fight. We did! Good! Alright, cool. We're going to skin these wolves, take their bodies for money. Come here, you stupid wolves. Shot the wolf for 2. It's the end of our turn. We're going to swap weapons, and we're just going to charge right into it. I'm feeling confident here. That wolf missed horribly. We're going to kill the one, hit the other pretty hard. Missed again. Oh, yeah, we're just cleaning these wolves up. Both wolves dead, no damage to us at all. Oh, yeah, I was going to try to start narrating these fights. That's right. I'll remember to do that. For you, the kids at home. Can we take their pelts? Hell yeah. All right. They're going to call us Wolf Boy at this rate. Maybe we should try to sell those in Karanbar. Let's do that real quick. We're going to head through the Bronze Hills. You are walking through the Bronze Hills. Virtually the whole area has been given over to mining. Everywhere, quarries and mine shafts abound. It is a horrible expanse of torn-up earth. Hardly any areas of green are left. Great heaps of excavated rock, leached of their useful minerals, mar the landscape. You find a quarry that is open to the public. That is to say, if you pay 50 shards, you can dig for an hour in a silver mine. Nope. Back to Karambaru. Do you guys want to buy wolf pelts? You do. For 50 gold a hit. Alright, let's... Yeah, let's sell some of that. Okay. Do we want to sell it right now, or do we want to hold on to it? No, because we should have some coin in our pocket, so I think what we'll do... Let's sell 2 of them. So just so we have coin in the pocket as needed. And we'll hold on to 2 of them, in case we find a place that maybe we can sell them for more. Right, but for now, I just want to get some cash in the pocket. Yes, we could buy rope or a lantern. Oh, we should probably buy more arrows. I don't want to yet. I don't want that smolder fish. If only they would buy that stupid fish that we're just sitting there. Yeah, we still have 5 arrows. 5 is okay. Stupid fish sitting in our pack. Alright, so we got $100 to our name now. Let's go back to the northern roads, and then we'll check the eastern foothills. Alright, test your luck. 1. Lose 10 shards gambling. Excellent. You get paid, you immediately go and gamble. Well done. Well, we're going to head back to the main road. See if we can find more wolves to kill. No, instead we were caught in an animal trap. Lose 2 stamina. Good. Great. Cool. We got paid. We've immediately lost $10 and 2 health. That's going great. Eastern foothills. You have come to the foothills of the Spine of Harkoon. The great mountains rise up majestically before you, their snow-capped peaks wreathed in clouds. You find a clear, cold stream where you drink your fill and replenish your water supplies. Let's climb upwards. Climbing the Spine of Harkoon is no easy task, so we don't have climbing gear, but we could climb the old-fashioned way. Make a scouting roll. So our scouting strength is 4, difficulty is 12, so we need to roll a 9 or higher. Ooh, a 12, a critical success. That means nothing, but we rolled it. After a grueling climb of some hours, you are halfway up the side of the mountain, when you discover a thin, precarious path leading up. You take a swig of water from your canteen and proceed up the path. After a while, you have to stop to take more water. To your horror, your water supplies turn sour and undrinkable. Make a magic roll. Magic skill is 3, and we have to get the difficulty is 10, so we need an 8 or higher. Ugh. 9, we did it! Wow. You sense that sorcery is afoot. You can make a few magical divinations which tell you the path is cursed. It will sour the water supply of anyone who travels upon it. However, you can tell that the curse affects only the path. There is just enough room to squeeze your way up beside it, hugging the rock face. You find your water returns to a state that is drinkable. Eventually, the path leads to a bubbling well of spring water in the rocks, just at the opening of the canteen. You refill your canteen, then explore the cave. The interior of the cave is cool and refreshing, a paradise compared with the savage heat of your grueling climb. You find a man floating cross-legged in the middle of the air. He is dressed only in a loincloth and is painfully thin. His face is shrouded in a great luxuriant growth of glossy black hair, a beard like no other you have ever seen. At the sight of you, he gives an exasperated sigh and says, "I am Damor the Hermit." "A hermit! That means I like to live alone. Got that? Alone! So go away!" "I nearly died getting here, old man," you reply testily. "Yes, you'd have plenty tough to get through the curse I put on that path, I suppose," he says, somewhat apologetically. "I'm going to ask him about the greatest story." This is the quest that we were given from a bard at a roadside tavern. You remember a bard in a tavern told you about Damar the Hermit, that he knew the secret of the greatest story ever told. So you ask him about it. "Ah," says Damar, "I have waited for one such as you." He tells you the secret of the greatest story. "Well, my young adventurer, destiny beckons, for it is fated that your life will be the greatest story ever told. Turn the rock, look beneath it, and peace on earth was all it said." As you consider this, you feel a sense of momentary enlightenment. We've gained 1 charisma permanently. Hey! All right.
"Right, that's that," says Damor. "Now go away and don't come back."
For a few hours, he lifts the curse that soured your water, and you can make it down safely. Yay! Well, we have no reason to go back up there. Look at that! Look at Torgrim. Charisma's now 5. It's one of our better stats, along with Sanctity. Obviously, combat being the best. That's amazing. All right, cool. Let's head back because there's something I wanted to try in Karambaru. Back to the Northern Road. Yeah. Test your luck. Ooh, a 5. A Sweet Spring heals you. I'll take that. Thank you. If I remember correctly, right, Karambaru is the slave city. I think there was, the slave market. You walk the dusty streets of the garrison city in search of the slave market. The slave market is a large, canvas-colored square. The poor unfortunate slaves, people from all over Harkuna, from the Feathered Lands, Golnir, criminals of Sakara, nomads from the steppes, are paraded in chains on a dais. Merchants and nobles bid for the slaves they want. An unusual sale has come up. A little furry bat-winged humanoid. It is one of the mannequin people from the Sky Mountains in the north, and it is going for 50 shards. Let's buy it. Why not? Let's buy a pet. The little mannequin creature is handed over to you on a leash. Its wings have been tied together to stop it flying away.
"Who are you then?"
it pipes in a squeaky voice. Just then, a palanquin, carried by 4 bearers, arrives. A man leads out and hails you.
"You there, I've come to buy that flying monkey, but I see I'm too late. Nevertheless, I will give you 75 shards for it."
"Don't sell me to that popinjay. Free me instead,"
chitters the mannequin. Let's free it. Torgrim is all about living free. He believes, he travels, he believes that people should be free. He doesn't like slaves. He bought this as a companion, right? And now that, not with the intention of having a slave. He's like, nobody wants to be my friend, I'm going to buy a friend. Look, I really tried to justify this here. I just wanted to see what would happen, all right? We're going to free it. We're not going to sell it to the fat man. You untie the little creature from its bonds. It gives a jubilant cry and soars upwards.
"Thank you, large one," it chitters. "My name is Pickalick, the Wing Warrior. We will never forget. One day I will pay my debt."
With that, he flitters away into the clouds.
75 shards, you just let it fly away,"
comments the man in the palanquin wryly.
"Mannequin people can't be trusted."
Believe me, you leave the slave market. Okay, interesting. Can we go back there? Oh, okay, cool. At nightfall, the market is kept open for a special sale. A cage with a steel floor is wheeled out. Inside is a dark, man-like shape. It seems to radiate shadows. for you can barely make it out. The slave says,
A trow, ladies and gentlemen, excellent miners, though they have to be chained with cold iron at all time.
The price is 100 shards. I mean, we can't afford that. All right, well, let's go then. Holding on to our cash. Don't want to... Because I don't know what to do with these yet. Right, like I know we have this fish. Oh, we can just wear it? Does that do anything for me? Defense 12. Oh, okay, what's the description here? Looks like a wolf, smells like a wolf. You could probably use it to hide yourself. Alright, cool, I guess. Let's go check this other side of the fortress here. That's the word I'm looking for. I'll go back to the northern road, test your luck. We got healed for 3 that we didn't need. Thank you, game. Okay. Head to the main road. Maybe we'll fight more wolves. Maybe the wolf grinder will just keep going for us. Nope, we got caught in the animal trap again. It really seems like they have maybe cleared out the wolves a bit here. Alright, Western Foothills. You come to the foothills of the Spine of Harkoon in the northwest of Saqqara. The view is impressive, a massive wall of forested mountains whose rocky white-flanked peaks soar skywards into the clouds. This part of the mountains is unclimbable, but you notice a large cave at the bottom of a mountain. Alright. You enter the cave. It is large and dark. Unfortunately, it is the lair of a pack of wolves. A very big pack of wolves. Cover yourself in the wolf pelt. You pull the wolf pelt over you and drop to all fours. Gingerly, you crawl in. This is the Looney Tunes. In the dark, you now look and smell like a wolf. At the back of the cave, you find a hole in the roof and an iron ladder leading up to it. Up we go. You come to a network of underground tunnels that run under the mountain. It is pitch dark, and you must have a source of light, such as a lantern or candle to proceed. Damn it, we don't... Okay. Let's leave the cave. So, a lantern's like $100, right? We have 2 wolf pelts, which is $100, but if we... because that's 50 each. But if we sell both the wolf pelts to buy the lantern, we won't be able to sneak through the cave anymore. You know, we sold our hair to buy a comb. Let's see if we can trigger the wolves one more time. And then maybe we'll keep note of this, and we'll see if we can find 10 gold somewhere else. That's all we need. All we need is 10 gold. Oh, well, look at us. We found some wolves to kill. How convenient. Maybe the wolves have $10 on them. All right, wolf. There you go. Take a bow to the face. Here they come. Take another bow to the face. You got 2 hit points left. What's your plan here, wolf? Come here. Come here. Come here. And you're dead. That didn't work out so well for you, did it? No, it really didn't. Come here. Here, you dummy. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to check their pockets for cash. Did we find any wolf money? Oh no, they only have wolf bucks. Oh no, we got 2 more pelts. Alright, great. So let's head to Karambaru then. We'll sell the pelts, buy a lantern, and go check out that. You are walking through Bronze Hills. Virtually the whole area has been given over to mining. Everywhere quarries and mine shafts abound. It is a horrible expanse of torn up earth. Hardly any areas of green are left. Great heaps of excavated rock, leached from the useful minerals, mar the landscape. You find a quarry that is open to the public. That is to say, if you pay 50 shards, you can dig for an hour in the silver mine. Now we're going to pass right on through. Hello, Karambaru. I would like to sell you 2 wolf pelts. And I would like to purchase one of your finest lanterns. Thank you. That's very kind of you to sell me that lantern. We should buy more arrows while we're here, too. Maybe they're so cheap. $2? We'll buy, 20 arrows. No, we'll buy 5 arrows. We don't have that kind of money. We still have the wolf pelt that we can use. Should I just sell the other one? No, it takes up such a small amount of space in our inventory. And Maybe we'll find a place that we can sell it for more than 50. Alright, back to the main road. Are we going to fight more wolves? Eh? We do! I found the infinite money glitch. It's called deforest the wolf population, or kill all the wolves. Alright, have a bow to the face. There you go. End turn. Here they come. Yep. Uh-huh. This is going fabulous for me. 1, 2. There we go. That's another, basically $100 in our pocket. This is great. This is what Torgrim needed. Torgrim needed the thrill of battle, the power of wolf bucks in his pocket. He's feeling good right now. It's almost like death never happened as he tried to rescue some girl. Ugh. You know who never betrays you? Axe. Axe never betrays you. Alright, we're going to investigate the cave. Cover ourselves with a wolf pelt. Climb the ladder. You come to a network of underground tunnels that run under the mountain. It is pitch dark, and you must have a source of light, such as a lantern or candle. Explore. The tunnels are natural, probably the course of an old underground river, now long dead. Make a scouting roll. Our scouting is 4, and the difficulty is 13, so we need to roll a 10 or higher on 2d6. A 5. Despite your best efforts, you get completely lost in the maze of underground tunnels. Test your luck. Roll 2d6. 5. Plus... Oh, special bonus. +2 for adventurer mode, because we picked baby difficulty, so a total of 7. Lucky. You have come to the foothills. Oh, we're just back in the thing here. Let's try it. Oh, God. Rolling a 10 on 2d6. We'll try that maybe when we have better scouting. Okay, but we have a lantern now, and we have a lot of cash in our pocket. Let's... There's really not much left here in Saqqara for us. Like, if we look at this, we have whatever this stupid thing with the stupid scorpion men that we need fire to deal with them. We have this quest in Norech that really kicked our ass last time, so we're not doing that. So I guess they won't let us north into Velis Corum. I guess our best bet now is to head to Golnir. So you remember back in the very first episode, I mentioned that this was a series of game books. Saqqara was the first game book, and Golnir, I believe, was the second, and the two of them were released at the same time. So let's head south through the Dragon Knight's Citadel, and we'll cross the river into Golnir. We have nothing to do here, so we're just going to pass right on through, and we're going to head to the riverbank. This is the east bank of the River Grim, near its source of the spine of Harkoon, far to the north. You reach a ford where you can travel to the west bank for 1 shard. You could try swimming across instead, but the current is strong. No, we have $30, let's pay the 1 gold. You pay to ford the river. Once you cross to the west bank, you traverse the river valley. It is not long before you reach a small settlement. Welcome, my friends, to Golnir. A whole nother country that seems much more at peace than civil war-ridden Saqqara. You come to Conflass, a thriving market town at a point where 2 rivers meet. It is a delightful town of white-fronted houses with brightly painted timber frames. The burghers of the town are open and friendly, as one explains to you. We tell the baronies that we pay tax to the Saqqarans, and we tell the Saqqarans that we pay tax to the baronies, so they both leave us alone. That's why you'll never find a long face in Conflass. So, welcome to Golnir. Look at this place. Beautiful place. Gosh, so this is Saqqara along the west side, or the east side here. And it is Old Harkoona to the west. So we're kind of wedged in the middle. Looks like a bit of a bread box, you know. It is run over by the Baroness Ravane, I think her name is. And we picked up not a quest, but like a little hint somewhere that there was definitely... Where's my stupid notes? There it is. It's got some... Sorry, I was playing around with a few things here. I'll get rid of those, because I was doing some audio testing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, we were just farting around with some audio. There's actually a second save in here. here where I was just like playing around with some audio and just like clicking around, because we're actually trying a whole new audio recording setup right now, where I'm recording my audio totally separate from the game audio, so I have a bit more control about balance and things. So I was just kind of clicking around, making a few notes, seeing how things were going. So you didn't miss a whole lot, don't you worry, kids. But Baroness Ravane here, there is some intrigue in the court, so maybe we'll make our way down that way. I don't know if Torgrim's much of an intrigue guy, but we'll see how that goes. Okay. It's the Abbey of Lacuna, there's Linton. Right, we are here in Conflass. You come to Conflass, a thriving market town at the point where two rivers meet. It is a delightful town of white-fronted houses with brightly painted timber frames. Oh, we've already talked about this. I'm sorry. Let's check the market. What do you guys... Oh, you buy the smolder fish for 55? Yeah, take that out of my... It's really starting to stink now, I think. Do you sell anything that I want, though? Not really. Pretty basic market here. Okay, let's go to the inn. You can get lodging here for 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here allows you to recover 1 stamina point if injured. You see, the problem with recording your audio separately is you have to remember to hit record on the audio. So I played for like half an hour, and, well, I forgot to hit record. So that's the audio test. Let us buy drinks all around the bar. We got some cash. We sold a fish. Now we're going to turn that fish into alcohol. You meet 5 elderly priests in long robes. Joining them at their table, you ask where they are bound.
We travel all over Golnia, says the oldest, teaching people about the gods.
You must have met some strange sorts in your time, you say.
He nods. Indeed, the most intractable were the bald folk of the Forsaken Forest. They attack and murder anyone who has a head of hair, scalping them to make wigs.
And do not forget the citizens of Dwemer,
chimes in the youngest priest, a fellow of about 60.
They admire godlessness, as if it was a virtue.
Interesting. So Forsaken Forest. Do we have that anywhere? I mean, no, it doesn't map a Forsaken Forest. Could be that one. Could be that one. Interesting. That's the Icicle Woods. The Grooms. Okay, alright. What else can we do here? Visit the Trade Guild. We don't want to... Let's explore. Your options include hiring a passage on a bard going south at a cost of 3 shards. Oh, that just sends us back to Sakara. We don't want to do Sakara. Let's head north. Let's head north to Linton. Let's check out some of these little towns that are around here. We have a bit of cash to our name now. Maybe we can use it. Linton is a friendly little village, like many others which are dotted all over northern Golnir. The craftsmen here are fortunate to be so close to busy Conflass, and cart their wares over to the larger town each time the market day approaches. The markets in Linton are set up most mornings. While it lacks the variety of the stalls at Conflass, the locally harvested vegetables are just a little fresher, and the stall owners are just a little more amiable. A local trapper catches your eye, asking you questions about events in the region, while at the same time presenting his wares. As you wander through Linton, you overhear Baker speaking with one of his customers, who mentions that a fete is taking place. They also mention that a large group of Regesti nomads have settled near the village lately. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see the market. Anything? Do you guys sell fire? Do you just sell fire? No, but... Oh, they buy the wolf pelts for 80. Shit. Okay, yeah, there you go. Please. I'll keep 1 on me for creeping through that cave if we need it later. Oh my god, we've got $300. We are so rich. But they don't sell anything that we need here. Jerks. Okay, let's go to the inn. The Four Clover Inn stands at the center of the village of Linton. A horse brass in the shape of a 4-leafed clover hangs above the bar in the smoky, cozy public room. You might try stealing this if you think it will prove useful. No, but we are going to buy drinks. You sink into an armchair at the 4-leaf Clover Inn, taking stock of your recent travels through the corner of Golnir. The day has been long, and the promise of a warm fire and good ale is most welcome. As you settle in, you notice the inn has fallen unusually quiet. Faces turn towards you, some curious, some wary. The landlord brings you ale, and noting your quizzical expression, leans close with a knowing smile.
Don't mind them. Adventurers are rare in these parts. At least, they were until recently. Ever since Jasper Faze, heir to the wealthy Faze family, announced as he seeks a champion for some great quest, they've been flocking here like flies. Word spread far and wide. The interviews are tomorrow morning, and the chosen one stands to earn a fortune.
He gestures towards two patrons counting coins.
I believe old Logbrew, the miller, has just wagered 5 shards on your chance of being selected.
Intrigued, you press him for details over another round of drinks. A quest? Handsome payment? And apparently little competition worth your steel? Most promising indeed. You take a room for the night and rise early to head for the Faze Estates north of the village. After all, who could possibly stand against you? Okay. Well, let's go. Faze Mansion. The Faze Mansion is an imposing edifice in an estate of some 30 acres. A gaunt servant in a black coat opens the door and escorts you upstairs to a room off a long gallery. Here, you wait. Shortly, you are joined by a well-groomed man of about 40 who introduces himself as Jasper. After a few questions relating to your previous adventures and preferred fighting technique, it's mostly putting axes into wolves, he jots down some notes in the ledger. He tells you the interviews are nearly all complete, and so you will not have to wait long. Then he leaves. After a few hours, Jasper calls the candidates to the main hall. You look around at the others. Most seem to be scoundrels or opportunist ruffians, but there are one or two whose exploits rival yours. Jasper steps forward.
After due consideration of the corroborated adventures of each candidate, my brothers and I have chosen Salakar of Mormorak as our champion. Yay!
You are horrified to see Jasper clasp hands with Salakar. You know of this man. By all accounts, he's a failed candidate for knighthood in the service of Baroness Ravane, away to the southwest. He was rejected for his arrogance and lack of piety, and his habit of cruelty towards his enemies. And yet he is a fierce swordsman regardless, the equal of any knight in this land. A disgruntled murmur from some of the other candidates is silenced by the 5 shards each is given for his trouble. You take your money with bitter heart, trying to think of a way to cancel or reverse Jasper's decision and make yourself champion. Then, will you? So we could challenge Salakar to a duel, we could leave now but follow Salakar, eavesdrop on them, or just attack Salakar right away. The bum rush is an interesting option, but I'm not a fan, because I have a feeling like if we just do that, like Torgrim's just like, oh, sore loser, get him out of here. Right? That's not how you change someone's mind. We're definitely not the sneaky stabby type to like follow and eavesdrop, so we're just gonna like outright be like, I have big axe, I'm stronger and better than you, I challenge you to a duel. Sneering, Salakar accepts your challenge.
So sure am I of success, he declares, that I will leave to you the choice of combat. Will you joust, or duel, or compete with me on the archery field?
A duel involves a straight fight. A joust is strenuous and demanding, while archering tests only your skill. Your assessment of Salakar is that he is skillful but not hardy, and would fare badly in a punishing joust. We're going to duel him. I feel confident in my ability to just absolutely kick his ass. You meet the following afternoon at a bridge quite near the village of Linton. Jasper has come along in a curtained carriage to watch. Salakar stands ready, and at a signal, you both draw your weapons and close to fight. I'm a little wounded. I should have slept at the inn. I did, but it didn't heal me. Oh shit, look at this guy. It's Salakar. He's got 21 hit points. He carries himself with the cold confidence of a man who believes the world owes him greatness. Okay, we have our bow equipped. I'm going to shoot him with it. And he blocked it. He deflected it with his sword as it came in towards him. We're going to reverse a step here. Salakar comes in. We pull back for another shot. It does hit him this time, thudding into the meat of his thigh for 4 damage, bringing him down to 21 hit points. We're going to swap to our axe. We drop the bow. and unlimber our mighty two-handed axe. Salakar comes closer. With a bellow, we lower our shoulder and charge into him for a stunning blow, knocking him backwards and for 2 damage. We now no longer have any more action points, so we're just going to stand there and look at him as he's on the ground. Salakar tries to rise to his feet, but we bring our elbow down across his spine with a mighty crack for another 4 damage, driving him back down. Our boot swings up to meet him on his way down and cracks him in the jaw for 3 damage. Salakar rises and strikes at Torgrim for 6 damage. Holy shit. Ouch, Kabibble. That hurt. Do we want to fall back? We can't stun him again. We could tactical assess, which will give us +1 damage. We're just going to hit him, I think. Try to do 8 damage. That was only 2. Hit him again? Okay, he's down to 2 hit points. End turn. Oh. With a great downward chop, Salakar's blade slices into Torgrim's shoulder. Torgrim falls to the ground. Darkness enclosing his village. His whole village is dark, his visage. You are dead. Since you do not have a resurrection deal, your adventuring days are over. Well, shucks. That's it. Torgrim Wolfslayer brought low while trying to prove his own might and mettle to complete on a fabulous quest. Perhaps not the glorious end that Torgrim saw, or that we saw coming for Torgrim. He did recover from his previous death well, slew a whole forest of wolves and sold their skin. But in the end, Torgrim did learn that the greatest story had been told. And that was the life of Torgrim. So Torgrim will rest in Tyrnai's halls knowing that even though his story has ended, no story will ever be greater. My friends, thank you for joining me here in the Fabled Lands. I appreciate it. You've seen just how brutal this game can absolutely be, and the tales that can come out of it. I think we're going to take a short break from Fabled Land stuff, but, you know, we might come back to it. I would like to see what some of the other quests are looking like. Perhaps next time we'll play something very different. What are some of our other options here? So there's Torgrim. Poor guy. We could play a troubadour, just go totally different, but we've already learned the greatest story, so, like, what's the point? A wayfarer. Prefer to make your home in mountain grottos and woodland groves. So this is like a ranger. The rogue. A priest or a mage. Oh man, wizards. I love wizards. We might just become a wizard, you know. But yeah, that's something that we're going to tackle down the road, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry, Torgrim. Your adventure could have been so much more, but again, we did learn the greatest story already. There is no story that can be told better of Torgrim than that of his life. Friends, have a lovely rest of the day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend if you're watching this on launch day, which is a Sunday, or if you're watching this on a Saturday or Sunday in the future. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget that we stream on Tuesdays. We have videos that go up Thursdays and Saturdays, and I will see you in the next adventure. Bye!